So, very good day and welcome back to the channel. And I hope you had a great learning experience through the last video, which I shared on the mastering the emotions. So, each one of us is mostly struggling at times, thinking that markets are not for me, or जिस तरह से आजकल environment है market का, जिस तरह से the markets are giving you jitters for sure, even to the long-term investors, right? So the Josh is not that which is clearly visible all across. So whosoever I am talking to or people are coming and raising their questions and queries that, okay, this is what is going to happen and all that. Market is not showing strength signals, or even though any bounce is being happening, it is being sold off at every single rally. So from buying on dips, it has clearly been seen from past few days that market is not demonstrating any signal of it's basically a retracement, which is again, increasing the selling pressure, which is witnessing the increasing in selling pressure. So it's more or less, it has become a sell on rise kind of a market. So even though with the recent SEBI regulations, probably we are not supposed to talk about any stock specific names as well as the price points pertaining to last 3 months. So basically, what SEBI is suggesting is that, okay, whatever reference point we are taking, it should be way back to 3 months. And abiding by that thing, I will be showcasing you certain strengths or certain stocks or certain things, but basically everything will be the 3 months back. So coming back, I hope you had a great experience in learning about the emotions part. Strategy and indicator, each one of us thinks like, okay, it is everything about strategy and indicators, which is not exactly the reality. The factual thing is your mindset, your emotions, and everything, which is related to your psychology, your own self, dictates your success or failure in the markets, which I have experienced personally over the years. Initially, I used to think like the same way that, okay, I need to learn about RSI. I need to know about how the PE re-rating happens. When your PE re-rating is happening and the earnings are growing, it is going to give me a multi-bagger on the fundamental side of it. At the same time, if the consistent higher highs and higher lows are forming on technical charts, that all definitely is a part of your success story in the markets. But it is not the only criteria which we can think about that, okay, this is going to make me successful in the markets. So, in continuation of that thing, today I'm going to, because emotions is one aspect of your psychological barrier, which definitely is a reason for your success or failure in the markets, but definitely it's one of the parameters. So today I'm going to cover in that continuation. If you have not watched this previous video, I will just request you to go by and watch that so that it will be in a sequential learning experience for you. So what I am trying to do is I will be recording a sequential learning related to the mindset part of the stock market, which for me at least based on the Pareto's principle, is 80% of dominant factor related to our success or failure in the markets. So, without wasting any further time, let's jump on to what is the agenda for today. So, in this session, what I am gonna talk about is I am gonna talk about trading mindset exclusively. So, in the last video, we covered about only emotions part of it. But if we go that trading mindset is the key differentiator or key determinant of a success or failure of a trader or an investor in the markets or any kind of a market participant, whether it's a positional trader, whether it's a swing trader, whether it's a momentum trader, whether it's a intraday trader, whether it's a long-term investor. So only thing is the time frame is varying. Rest everything is same for each kind of this trading. Is basically your trading mindset. That is you on your psychology. So in this video today, we are going to cover first all the four key pillars, right? If you see, I have demonstrated these through keys. So these are the keys. These are the four keys which we are going to discuss about today. Starting from first, what is the differentiator between a successful and a failure trader? This is all your mindset traps I will be talking about. Then further, we will be going to the four key aspects of the mindset, a human mindset that is related to your psychological components. Then we will be moving, I will be trying to make it more simplified and clarified by relating it to real-time life scenarios which we face normally, so that you can't have to dig much more to understand what it is all about. I am not going to use any jargons. And at the same time, finally, I will be showing you that how mastering the emotions of fear and greed, which we discussed in the last video, can help you in navigating through these, interior barriers of yours. And finally, something special I have been planning for a while, which I will definitely be sharing with you till the time you remain seated in the last, till the last of this video. Have a cup of coffee or water or whatever you feel like comfortable. We will have a quick bite related session related maximum to 10 to 15 minutes. So stay tuned and let's dwell directly into what we are going to talk about. Based on this agenda, let me first start about what is the key differentiator between a successful and a failure trigger. So it's nothing but our perception. So what do you mean by perception? Perception is nothing but our feelings. Being humans, we do have our own feelings, our biases. So we have these things. We are pre-conditioned since our childhood. This is a certain way which we think about. This is a certain way which is we feel about the things as well as the markets. So for me, it has been always the case that life is totally a parallel of your trading. So trading and life go parallel hand in hand, at least for me. So as a human, if I have a certain tendency, the same thing will get reflected in the markets because I have this inherent trait of myself reacting or responding in a certain way to a certain situation. So this is nothing but your how you feel about the things. And when it comes to market or trading, it is like how I feel about the markets. So what is there inside my mind, giving me this clue that how market is going to react. So it's nothing but my way of thinking, my way of feeling. So what normally most of us is feel during the times is even if your chart is demonstrating you some, I will show you the live example also through this through the charts. Just wait for a while to understand and soak into the process which I'm trying to share it with you here. So what I'm saying is, it's like in your mind, you will have certain preconceived biases that, okay, this is how, okay, continuously the earnings are growing up. Continuously the higher end has higher lows are going, getting formed every single day. So it means that the next fall should definitely be a bounce from your previous lows and automatically it will keep on rising and rising and rising. So this is how what we feel, but we ignore that part which is being clearly visible on the charts. So we are biased towards our stock. We are biased towards our study, if at all we have done it. The markets always markets always reward clarity. Markets never care about your preconceived biases. So just get rid of it. That is what I can say from my experience. The second key ingredient. So if you can see, this is the highest or the most powerful enemy in our mindset, which is our feelings that I have highlighted through a very big circle over here. The next is our beliefs. So if at all I have to give you a real-time life example of this in terms of perception, it's like we are stuck, say, for example, we are traveling from office to home, right? So we do have multiple red lights or green lights across the way. So if there is a red light and we are stuck, there are two ways we can think about it. We can feel about the scenario or the situation. First is by cribbing it out and saying, okay, system is not there. So much of traffic and infrastructure due to the poor infrastructure, traffic logging is there and all that. At the same time, we have another thought process or another feeling that, okay, I have to listen to Bharat's video, right? He might have uploaded certain new stuff. You got a notification. You utilize that time within the traffic, within that your commute from office to home, and you listen to my podcast or listen to my YouTube video, and at the same time you're getting something out of it, and you are utilizing your time productively. So this is how we see the thing. It's our perspective, it's our perception. Then the second thing, which is a key component of your mindset, is belief system. So it's ingrained within ourselves that okay, the actions what we have taken or the kind of consequences or the outcomes which we have saw in the past led us to believe certain things which might be occurring or which might not be occurring going forward. So beliefs are nothing but it is ingrained outcomes of the past activities which we have done within our subconscious mind. So when it comes to belief system in markets, that it means is simply that you have done a trade which was either a profitable or a loss incurring for you. So if it's a loss incurring, then you will start believing in yourself that okay, this trade definitely is not gonna work because last time when I did the same thing, it didn't work. It is not going to work also this time. So at the same time, if it has been profitable, then you will start believing that every trade is gonna become profitable from here onwards because that was the thing which I did. It worked out. It never works in life as well as in markets this way. So you have to be evolving in your beliefs. You have to be thinking rationally about any activity you are engaged in. It may be related to markets or life. So when it comes to a real-time analogy from the life is like, say for example, how many of us have kids, right, at home? I do have my own son. So my son has got this belief system within him that okay, he's not able to get a knack of maths. He's scared of opening the maths textbook. And even if he does at home all the homework of maths by himself, when he goes to examination hall, whenever he opens the exam question paper, he goes blank because this has been his belief system built by him only over the period of time that maths has not been working for him. So when it comes to trading, it's like we become so obsessed with the outcome of the past that we start believing in itself that this is going to happen again. This is how your belief system destroys your success in stock markets. And then we have emotional regulation. Emotions is nothing but your way of taking fear and greed into the outcome, what has been there as a part of what activity you did in the past. So it's nothing, it's the same thing which we discovered and which we covered in detail in the last video. So emotions are nothing but when you are able to manage, you can only manage, you cannot control your emotions. Being a human, we are obviously entitled to be expressive with whatever we are feeling like. At the same time, we are coming across these two major ingredients as far as emotions go in stock markets or trading. That is fear and greed. So these you can manage about, but you can't control it completely. So when you say manage means basically you need to have either a plan or you need to stick by the plan which you have made for yourself. That is nothing but your trading plan. Once you have your trading plan, you will be definitely able to overcome your emotions of fear and greed because these are the emotions which come into the picture or which dominate or which start dominating your mind once you don't have any clarity in whatever you are doing. So with the trade plan, you yourself would have your entry criteria, your exit criteria, your kind of risk management in place, what kind of a risk reward you are looking out for before even thinking about to punch a trade. So this trading plan will be a booster for you to mitigate this component of your mindset, which should not be your enemy. At the same time, it should become a favorable aspect of it. That is your friend for your trading success. So if I need to relate it to the, say, real-time life example, what simply struck to my mind is that, okay, we definitely, most of us have been traveling through flights, right? So if at all, unknown stranger pilot who is holding the what we Hindi mein bolte na, the door of our lives. So he is facing some turbulence in the sky, right? So he's not getting panicked about it. He's able to control his emotions, even at the same time of the volatility which he is going through, the climatic changes around. He, with this turbulence, he manages to navigate us through that turbulence based on his training, based on his belief in the process or the instruments which he has got trained for. So he never gets panicked. So similar is the way which we need to design a trading plan for ourselves, that the market volatility should not be a reason for us to justify it to ourselves based on the outcome which happens just because of our impulsiveness or our FOMO or our revenge or over trading, just because we are going randomly into the markets. We don't have any plan. And at the same time, that's why we are not able to mitigate or navigate through the volatility of the markets. And finally, last but not the least, this is our actions. Actions means decisions. So, how, based on our feelings, our beliefs, our thoughts, how we are going to act upon a particular circumstance or a situation or a scenario in life or markets is going to determine how we are going to be a success or a failure in that life or trading. So now coming on to this thing is decision making is something like, we are acting, but we are acting very poorly. So our poor decision making is a sole reason for our FOMO to crop. So whenever we see that, okay, we are missing anything is going up, 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 we feel like, okay, now it's the high time I need to enter about it because I have seen three, four instances where I could have entered, but I did not manage to enter. So this is a poor judgment of markets, and this is how we start building our positions at the levels which are already too much stretched out from their means. Technically, अगर इसे बोलेंगे तो mean reversion from the markets. Markets also work like a pendulum, up, down, and finally, eventually, they keep on returning to the mean, and then again they keep on going. So it's like, you have to be very much thorough in your risk management, in your risk planning, and then accordingly, outcome is not in your control. Your reward is not in your control, but your risk is in your control. So poor risk management or poor decision making leads to FOMO, leads to revenge trading. And as you are not mentally prepared for it, you definitely feel the heat of the markets, specifically in the volatile markets like these. You know that all these bounces are getting sold off, but still at every bounce, your mind starts thinking that, okay, now it has fallen so much, itna gir gaya, aur kitna gire. This is not how the market works. Market never works on your beliefs. Market never works on your, you know, preconceived notions. Market never works upon how you feel like. It hardly gives a damn. It works on the principles of greed, fear, as far as human emotions are concerned, and it works upon the economics uh, parameters of demand and supply. So it's as simple as that. So now, before I, wrap it up for this time, let me quickly show you whatever we have discussed on a chart. So I will bring a screen where I will show you as per SEBI regulations the past leader of a bull market of 21, 22, where the chemical sectors were entirely leading. And Balaji Amines was one of the sector leaders within the sector of chemicals, which was leading from the front. So if you see here, let me take you through, say, 5-year chart or 3-year chart. So see here, it is clearly visible that at this point in time, markets started moving up. It's like 22. Let me go to 5 years. Let's see in higher time frame. So see, in February or March 2020, this stock was around. $250 and see how it started moving up, 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 up continuously. And from 250, it went to 4780 just in a matter of, say, around 1.5 years or 18 months. So, in every single journey uh, to this from A point to B, multiple times, seeing the one-sided up move, each one of us gets too much bias कि यहाँ पर आकर भी people will not think. People will have their beliefs ये तो ऊपर ही जाएगा and they will keep on buying. But now the charts are clearly telling or showing. This is what I was talking about feeling part. You are not seeing what charts are telling. You are going by your own beliefs कि अब तो ऊपर जाना चाहिए, which never happens. You need to see what charts are telling. You don't need to wish to see what you want. So charts are hereby telling you that this is how the price has started making a lower low. So this is the time when at least you should stop adding fresh positions till the time this high is taken out. And if we go and then further, finally everything is before your eyes, how it is consistently being making. Here, if you see, this was a kind of consolidation period. And after that, everybody might have got bullish that, okay, right now it is looking more or less like a double bottom pattern and it should be getting broken once the neckline is broken. But people will not have the patience to wait for the neckline to be broken. Before the neckline, they will start building the positions. And from there onwards, if you see, there is a small double top here. It came to those previous levels and eventually succumbed to the selling pressure from there as well. And why this has happened, let's go to the another aspect of it, which is fundamentals. So if you see, this is September 21, where the price made the top. And if I show you how fundamentally we can exactly get the double confirmation for the price action, is if you see in September 21 onwards, the profits though might have been rising till June, but the market started discounting it. And once you see there has been a drastic profitability margins getting dropped from there onwards, initially being 27, 25, 32%, and then started dropping consecutively. See, in 23, 14%. If we go by the net profits still here were getting incremental growth, but from here in this quarter onwards, if they have started falling. So market discounts everything. So the market makers or the smart money knows from where the growth parameters or the growth triggers have started getting missed out. And from there, they will start booking out their positions, which will be clearly getting reflected into the price section. So they go both hand in hand, but obviously price action is the, at least for my understanding or for whatever I believe in, uh, price action definitely is a kind of leading indicator as far as your any stock index or trading asset goes. So I hope I did make justice to your learning and definitely what I told you that if you stay till the last, I have got certain specific thing, important thing which I can share with you. I have been working on this psychology part or the mindset part of trading myself for past 6 months. And I have been going through all my learnings that what has worked for me, what has not worked for me, going through readings and all that stuff. And I have been trying to come out with some sort of a challenge for each one of you, where you will yourself analyze and introspect that what is that which is stopping you from being a consistently profitable trader. So I've been working on those things. I will be sharing it out with the soon, specifically with those people who are very much sincere and eager and dedicated and committed to learn the mindset part of the trading. So once you are able to, make hold of your own mind, then definitely strategies, your indicators are going to give you the expected outcomes just because you are pretty much clear in your head what you are doing, why you are doing, how you are doing, when you are doing. And this is what my mission has to be, which I have shared earlier also, that I want to really help out nearly, you know, the long-term goal is 1 lakh traders. But right now, within this financial year, I definitely want to help at least 100 to 150 traders in the next upcoming quarter, maybe, who can be sure about strong enough in their mindset part so that they will be able to have a good decision making process with a proper trading plan, with a designated watch list to execute. And once they're executing, their mind will not be wavering. Let me cut the trade across, or why should I enter this at the earlier first place itself? Stuck to my plan, and the things I have been doing have been working out. I want to really help you in transforming your journey of the stock markets over the period of time. And this is where I am committed to. I just need your support in terms of actions. You need to act accordingly. You need to think about it, and you don't need to be learning, learning, and learning. You need to act upon those things. And that action is clearly evident to me once you comment upon this topic, this YouTube video, that what was the key learning from you in this video, and what was that one parameter or one key, if I show it to you that time, which is that trading one key, which you feel like was the key problematic area for you. It may be your beliefs, it may be your thinking, it may be your feelings, and you need to share it out based on your own personal experience. That what is that which was stopping you, or which is not letting you to be the reason for being a successful and consistent trader. So I'm showing you again these four keys you need to think about. You need to tell me out in the comment section by acting and letting me know whether you're finding these videos useful for enhancing and taking your mind to the next level of strength. Thank you. Take care. Good day.